Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Are you ready? Well, today, guys, I've finally got my hands on my very own Noble line, and I wanted to go through it with you all to show you what is going to be available. And right now, with me doing this video, no one in the world actually knows about this, has ever seen it, except for obviously my Noble team. And I only just yesterday did a Noble photo shoot in them, so it's definitely something that's very exciting, and I can't wait for everyone to see. So let's start off with my favorite, the trainers. They are this awesome blue. I mean, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because I don't know the different shades of blue. It's just, in my eyes, a very, very pretty blue. And you'll notice when you look closely, there's actually letters all over the shoe. And that is actually a quote, and it's the theme of this whole collection. It's a quote that I said in the documentary that we did back in November last year at the Noble Film Festival for Who I've Always Been. And the quote is, nothing was given to me, I had to work for it. So with that in mind, and the storyline of who I've always been and where I came from, who I am today, this is what's been inspired. And the colors, the reason there's colors of blues, purples, some grays, is purely from where I've come from. So Australia, we are known for the ocean, and the ocean also holds a very dear spot in my heart where I just feel so relaxed, and it's definitely one of my favorite places in the world. And so that's something that has also been in thought while coming and you know, I guess being inspired for this collection. So there's your trainers. They've also just recently come out with these runners, which are fantastic because compared to their other runners were actually a little thicker in the base. These ones are a little thinner, and I feel like there is a little bit more support. So they definitely feel a lot different to the other runners and are very, very breathable, which have been something that I've actually used a lot to train in. They actually are my go-to runner out of all of them. I definitely think that the knit runner is by far one of the most comfortable shoes, and I like to wear that more casually. But this one has definitely been a huge favorite of mine lately, especially training for the games. Lots of running, lots of rowing, lots of conditioning stuff, and it's also in a really nice purple. We had a few options to pick from, and one of the reasons I tried to keep a very wide variety with what I had. So that's why I picked a purple for my runner, because I picked a blue for my trainer. And then when we go into my third shoe, they also have just released these casual wear shoes. And again, I apologize for not the correct terminology. You'll have to look that up online. But it actually has my quote embedded on the inside of the shoe. Nothing was given to me, I had to work for it. And if you can see, it's got the black writing from the quote with a navy blue as the base. And these are extremely comfortable, especially when you want to go skateboarding, walking, whatever you want to do. They're very, very trendy, and something that I have fallen in love with as well. I feel pretty good about it. I definitely wear them when I'm one-wheeling. These are the shoes that I have, and I actually just realized that they all have my quote on the inside of them, so that's very, very cool. Oh, makes me so happy. Now, for the apparel side of things. So, we have a tank top and also a shirt. Now, these have the same thing. So the design is, again, the same thing with the shoes. They're actually letters from the quote from that movie, Who I've Always Been. And then obviously the colors, these are a little bit more of the gray style, but something still that I think are going to complement the shoes, especially if you're wearing it all together. We have some purples. We also have, you know, a slight blue in there. So a very, very cool shirt. Then the leggings. So they're a navy blue, and if you can see them, they also have the logo, or like the pattern from the letters of my quote as well. But that's in a really nice blue, and that will go really, really nice with each pair of those shoes, depending on what it is you're actually doing. Then we have a new crop, and this crop is high neck, and the same thing with the leggings, has the same color. The back is also a little different to normal as well, which is really, really cool, and I think it's something, you know, fresh and different. We also have the booty pants, and I also want to point out that the material is slightly different as well. I am in love with this new material. I think that it's a little bit more, it's definitely breathable, but not too thin, especially we're in summer at the moment, and sometimes when you wear really thin clothing, it doesn't absorb the sweat as much, without going into too much gory detail. But I also feel like with these, they're very breathable, very complementary to summer as well as winter. So I think they did a really great job in picking that fabric there and it fitting on the body really nicely. And then we all know I love bandanas. And then they have this, which has my quote around the border. Nothing was given to me, I had to work for it. And they've also just really expanded, like they've done with the bases of my runners, and also the apparel. They've expanded that, and they are letters from the quote and also some colors. So we got some blues, navies, purples, it's all going on. So yeah, I just wanted to show you all the little bits and pieces that we've been working on. This is something that I want to say it's probably been like a year and a half now that we've actually been working on this. Well, Noble has definitely been working on this even before I realized. And I remember back in last year in 2019 when they proposed this whole idea, and I didn't fully understand back then what vision they actually had. And so for them to come out with this and, you know, really come up with something that represented me and also was able to tell my story, I still look back on the film festival last year and think that that was the most incredible event. So I'm so glad that we've got now footwear and apparel inspired by that, and something that represents me. Alright, I hope you enjoyed getting to see what my apparel is going to be like, the colors, the theme behind it, and what was inspired by it. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment below what you think. I would love to hear your thoughts, whether they're good or bad. And then I hope that you also enjoy this little workout montage that we have at the end.